All right, what's up, boxing fans? It's Aztec 101. So, I have exciting news. I actually have a sponsor for this video. This is great. I mean, I know I don't have that many views, but this is a huge milestone. So this video is sponsored by King Rise Supplements. Are you trying to find an edge over your competition? Are other supplements not potent enough? Let me introduce you to King Rise Supplements, 100% naturally extracted vitamins blended with all the banned substances on the New York State Athletic Substance List. Now with this new and improved formula, you'll get the gains you need to knock down the competition and single-handedly destroy the Illuminati. King Rise Supplements conveniently come in 3 different forms: powder, gummies, and suppository form. Powder for those looking to power up with a delicious shake. No water, no problem. Powder form is safe to inhale. Gummies for those on the go, and suppository for those that are real King Rye fans. For the rye or die. Don't waste your time researching other brands for endless hours just to find low levels of banned substances, which provides mediocre results. King Rye guarantees maximum gains. Forget about drug tests. If you fail a drug test using this product, just remember the Illuminati is trying to stop you from being great because they work for the devil. Who invented PEDs?
God did.
That's right. Find them in your local CVS, Walgreens, conveniently next to the Plan Bs today. There we go. Our first ad read. All right, so now moving on to the video. This video is going to be about Devin Haney. All right, Devin Haney is now with his lawyers moving forward and petitioning that the New York State Athletic Commission overturn this fight from a loss to a disqualification win. All right. Now, I see a lot of people confused. A lot of people are asking, how the hell can a fighter take an ass whooping like that and then ask for the fight to be turned to a W?
Shameful of Devin Haney trying to overturn an ass whooping to a victory of his own. Man.
And when you word it like that, yeah. I mean, when you say it like that, of course, it sounds ridiculous. But a disqualification does that. That's what they're asking for. They're asking for this fight not to be turned into a no contest. A no contest is pretty much saying that fight never happened. What they're going for is a disqualification, right? And the disqualification, usually what happens is the loss turns to a win and the win turns to a loss. An example of that could be Andre Durrell versus Jose Uzcategui, right?
It was all about Durrell's jab as he finds himself along the ropes, and not again after the bell.
Andre Durrell, he was dropped. That was a TKO, right? But the shot that took him down was after the bell. I mean, it was an accidental hit. It doesn't look intentional. But still, it was a disqualification. And now when you look at Andre Durrell's resume on BoxRec, there is a W for that fight. And it's a W due to disqualification. Now, this could the same thing. That's what they're asking for the Devin Haney fight, right? And now let me read to you what their stance is. This is why they're asking for this. This is Patrick English, Haney's attorney, right? Austrian is specifically listed as a prohibited performance-enhancing drug on the commission's website, right? They're saying, Patrick is saying, an IV is expressly prohibited. Intentionally coming in overweight is a violation. In this context, the commission has full authority to issue a disqualification that would change the bout to a win for Mr. Haney by disqualification. On behalf of Mr. Haney, we request that change in addition to such suspension as deemed appropriate by the commission. So essentially what they're saying is, you know what, outside of whatever suspension you guys are deciding to take on this, we want to make sure that this fight gets turned to a disqualification, right? Not a no contest, but a disqualification. So that's what they're doing. And I mean, so what? It's a fucking letter. It doesn't mean the New York State Athletic Commission is going to do it. This isn't a lawsuit. I don't know why people are complaining. All they're doing is pleading their case. It's not necessarily anything that is a legal authority, you know, them doing something like this. This is just, it's a letter. All right. I think a lot of people are fucking overreacting. And then you have Ryan Garcia, right? Ryan Garcia, he recently posted on his X. I don't know where this came from. It looks like a screenshot that maybe he took. I don't fucking know. I'm not going to read it to you guys. But what this is saying is that if a test by the New York State Athletic Commission is done by a third party, the New York State Athletic Commission does not have to consider the results of that test. And because this fight was tested by VADA, then therefore that is a third party essentially saying you got to throw the test out. You used VADA. That's what he's saying. Now, this is what he's implying because there's not much information on here, meaning like Ryan Garcia didn't write down like, hey, there was no New York State Athletic Commission representative present at any of my tests. All of this was done through VADA. It was done through a third party. He's not claiming any of that. He's just kind of retweeting this, which doesn't, it's hard to tell what the fuck it means. And to be honest, I'm getting fucking sick of it. I'm getting sick of it. I'm gonna make this really clear. This is really easy for me. All right. There's one way for us to find out whether Ryan Garcia took PEDs intentionally or not. The only way that he could do that is by taking the supplements he was taking and having them lab tested. Once those supplements are tested, then we'll know. We'll know if it came from that. But his low levels, you know, his 6 nanograms of Ostrine, that does not mean that it came from tainted supplements. That could potentially mean that it came from a last cycle. He wasn't. When was the last time he was tested before Haney fight? Was he tested for his last fight? I don't want to bring up Victor Conte. I don't trust Victor Conte as much as anybody else. But if there's someone that knows how to cheat and someone that knows what PEDs can do, it's Victor Conte. And the one thing that he said that I thought was really interesting was that he pointed out that sometimes you can have a fighter test positive for a steroid that he was taking prior. Maybe he stopped taking it, but because he's losing weight and he's burning fat, those compounds get stuck in the fat cells and they melt away, which could trigger a failed test. And it could trigger a failed test with very low amounts. So that's kind of what Victor Conte is saying. Is that insinuating that Ryan Garcia did anything? Yes, he's kind of with that insinuating that Ryan Garcia could have potentially been taking Ostrine for his fight prior. That's what he's saying, right? And so, in my opinion, take the hair follicle test. That's how we know for sure. A hair follicle test and testing your supplements. That'll clear everything. In my opinion, that'll clear everything up with that end. All right. But regardless with what happens with the PED test, I don't like the fact that he purposely missed weight. He was seeking an advantage there. It's a bad look. I hope he doesn't do it again, but there's no point in harping on it. At this point, I'm getting fucking sick of the whole Ryan Garcia, Devin Haney feud. The fan bases are annoying. Everyone from Tank fans to Devin Haney fans to Ryan Garcia fans, everybody going at it. It's becoming a soap opera, and it's no longer about boxing. And this is becoming ridiculous. So this is probably going to be one of the last videos until we find out what's going on with the B samples. That's all we're waiting on. And, you know, it's still till, I think it's May 22nd. I'm already confused on why it's taking so long for us to get the B samples opened for them to be tested, but whatever. It's May 22nd when they're going to do it, and we'll be, you know, that's when we'll probably get more news, and it probably won't be until a week or two after that, after they open the samples. So we'll see. This whole situation has been It's been handled horribly. The New York State Athletic Commission has been handling this horribly. VADA has been handling this horribly. I could understand why fans are, especially casual fans that are getting their information from Twitter and things like that. I can understand why they're like, what the fuck is going on? How do I know what is real information and what is rumor? The New York State Athletic Commission isn't co-signing on anything that Dan Raphael is saying, yet Dan Raphael was able to put out the information before we got it from an official source, and that's already a problem. So this whole thing is it's been handled terribly, in my opinion. You guys let me know, what do you think? What do you think the logical conclusion of this is? In my opinion, I think it's very likely that he took supplements that ended up being tainted with ostrine and other chemicals that made him fail. You know, that is something that is very possible. In my opinion, I don't know what happened, so I'm gonna wait until the results. As far as punishment, I think it depends on what gets found with results and what he's able to prove. If he's able to prove through a hair follicle test and through through testing of his supplements, I don't think that there should be a severe punishment. You know, not for that. If we're talking specifically about the PEDs, no. Couple months, you know, and that's it. Keep it moving. Now we know. But if it turns out that he can't prove that it was a supplement, and it turns out that that it's up to the New York State Athletic Commission, then they're going to have to decide what's good. Is it 3, 6? Is it a year? What are they planning on doing? Are they going to overturn the fight instead of a no contest to a disqualification? You know, it's on them now. So leave a comment. Tell me what you think. This is Aztec 101 in the ring. Again, videos brought to you by King Rise Supplements. All right? Don't let the devil hold you down, all right? This is Aztec 101 in the ring, and I'm out.